Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Long Dark. We're in a nearby house from where we left off last time, just getting ready to loot. Ooh, I've already looted this place, actually. That's a surprise, but, you know, some stuff to break down. All this stuff takes a long time. We might actually end up using a full day just on breaking this stuff down. We're already at frickin' noon. Just from chopping down wood and shit.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
I actually don't have stuff on me, really. I have the meat, but I don't have any water. Since I've already looted this place, I don't expect there to be water here. Alright, well, we gotta get out of here anyway. Hopefully we'll find a drink or something in one of the other nearby houses. Maybe even in the trunk of this car. Using our pry bar to force it open. And nothing. That sucks. If there's nothing in a trunk, that's pretty unlucky, to be honest. Usually there's always something in a trunk. At least in my past experiences. So we got more driver's gloves and painkillers. If we ever get in pain, then we'll be good, because we have a lot of painkillers. Okay. So this doesn't exactly look like a place where you'll find a lot of sustenance. Especially that our... Oh, we got more lantern fuel. Now we just need the lantern. I thought the game would have heard me there for a second, giving us giving us a lantern. We are gonna get thirsty, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. Thirst isn't that big of a deal. It's only the hunger that I'm worried about. We should be able to find, you know, anything to drink pretty quick here, though. At least I'd hope so. Most of the houses that are on this main lane are broken down. But I think there's always the same amount of houses that spawn in total here. I think we found some better gloves here, real quick. Nothing in the back seat. Ooh, yeah, definitely way better gloves. What? The condition on them is so low that they're actually worse than the driving gloves. I'm still gonna put them on just to, just for the future reference, to make sure that I sew them together, but that's a little unfortunate. Finding a lot of not good stuff. Getting kind of unlucky here with most of our spawns, but we did find matches, which we needed a little more of. We are not in exactly the safest place with matches. That scared the fuck out of me. I think that was the chains from that, yeah, I think that's the chains from the swing set. I'm surprised they put that much detail in this game. I mean, one of their... Ooh, another pry bar. Don't we have like 3 now?
Die if I don't drink something.
Alright, shut up. You're not gonna die, dude. But, one of their main things about this game is their sound design, but that's actually, like, a little impressive, because I was not... That's like one of the smallest details to put in. Like, creaks in a house, sure, you know. It helps you tell how hard the wind is blowing. But, chains on a swing set, which I've never heard, so that must mean that it also is only affected by when the wind is blowing hard. Now that's a lot of... That's some dedication just for swing sounds. Swing chain rattling. Do I have anything to drink? I do have the coffee, but I don't want to use that. I think the sardines actually give thirst. Okay, it gives it a little bit. You know, you'd think that it wouldn't give thirst because of how salty it is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, my guy. Alright, now we're looking okay on thirst, but we're still not in primo condition, but once we get to the bathroom, we'll find a bunch of regular water anyway, so it'll be fine. Can't open that because the model would clip. And toilet water. It's a good little bit. It's definitely enough for us to... We're gonna have enough to drink and then some. I'm surprised that toilet water is clean to drink. Is that real? Is that like an actual thing? You can actually drink toilet water? Because, you know, when you think about a toilet, you think of something disgusting, but...
Hope I can still eat this.
I wonder if the water is actually clean. I mean, it depends on whether or not there's remnants in there, of course, you know. But if it's like, if the toilet is in like clean condition and it's pure, is it actually safe to drink? Without getting like parvo or something like that? Prevo? I don't know.
That'll come in handy.
I've heard it pronounced one way, but then I've seen it spelled a different way than how I heard it pronounced, so. And also that might be I might be thinking about a disease that might only affect dogs. I doubt it though,
I wonder if
to be
I can
honest.
drop any of this gear.
No, you can't. I'll answer your question right now that you cannot. I also missed this trunk. That's probably going to happen a lot too, is when I'm looting these cars, I'm probably going to forget the trunk. Another empty trunk. Wow. This game really be doing me like that. Alright, so we've hit the edge of the town, but we still have more of the town to explore. Down in another direction. Down by this truck, there's little way to go down there. So that's where we're going to be going next. I suspect there'll be a lot of built houses here, since there were like absolutely none over there. This series might end up being a little difficult. I need to loot that house too. I'm going to actually loot it first, so I don't forget about it. There's also those trucks back there, and there's also another way up there. Surprisingly, I never really noticed that that way until the game I played before this one on my own. I noticed that a bit. Yeah, before. You can break down the entire table, but you can't break down the drawer. That's an interesting. I don't know if that was a choice or not. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, another can opener. We're set for can openers, bro. I know it was perfectly timed the last time, but you're kind of going overboard with the can openers now. Banged up can of soup or something? I don't know. It was a can. It was a banged up can. Tomato soup that was new. That's nice. Search the oven.
Wonder
And we
if
found
this is
some.
any good to eat.
I mean, it said it was cooked. It said it was a bit gamey, but that just means that it's rare. Which, you know, rare could lead to, you know, some diseases. Depending on how rare, but it said it was cooked, so I'm gonna assume that's good to eat. You know what? I'm gonna even eat it right now, so that it doesn't go bad. No diseases yet. You can get a stomach flu if you eat something that's like stale or like truly rotten, moldy, something like that. So it helps to pay attention to the names, you know, the specific names of what you're drinking and eating. But a lot of times I forget about that and I just eat whatever. But if you have antibiotics, you'll be pretty much good. You don't really have to worry about that being an actual threat unless you have no like medicine for it, which is antibiotics, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's specific medicines in this game for like specific diseases. I think if you get like sick at all, it'll just be antibiotics. Now, you can't take antibiotics will not help you if you're in physical pain, which you'll have to take painkillers. So there is a certain level of reality to the medicinal system of this game. How heavy are we? We're at 80 pounds, so since we're close to our house, we're gonna go over here and put this stuff away. and then we're gonna go down the other direction. Actually, we might not. The time is looking a little sparse, and our energy, it's not running the lowest right now, but it's definitely not great, I can tell you that much. So we only have the one bullet for our rifle, which is kind of an issue. We have a bunch of revolver ammunition, but we have no revolver. So that's where we're going to have to keep an eye out for, or at least try to. There's not really a specific place I can look for it. I don't know of any gun shops. So, you know, it's whatever, I guess. It'll just happen if it happens. There is a house where I suspect there could be one. There usually is a firearm of some sort in there, so we might find another rifle. And if we find a rifle, that means we'll probably find ammo with it. But, it could be a revolver. I think I've only found a revolver there once or twice, but I have found a hunting rifle there a good few times. Anyway, I think we should be ready to go. We are weighed down a good significant amount, but there's not much we can actually do about that. I do need coffee just in case. We're not going too far away, so I'm not that worried about not getting home. Ooh, it's foggy. Let's get the rifle out. It's been like almost a full day since we saw a wolf. Since we killed that one. I'm a little worried. Let's go. We have to go and pick up that stuff I left at that house before. I completely forgot about it. I don't know which house it is. I might have to go back on my own time and find it. But there was like a fire log in there and stuff. There was some good shit there that I left behind. A lot of materials from some scrappable clothing. I also got to be careful when I'm looting with my my rifle out. He might just discharge it at any time if I'm not perfect. All right, there's a car battery here, but car batteries are extremely heavy to pick up, so that's more of a thing you just gotta kind of think about. I don't really know how to use them, to be honest. I don't know what they're used for, actually. I feel like you'd be able to heat up food with it, one way or another, but I am not completely sure. Nothing, God. Getting kind of screwed with these, this looting situation. That was a little scary, seeing that tree, like, load in. I might need to up my render distance so I don't get spooked like that again. I thought I heard wolfy footsteps for a second, so... False alarm, though. So that trunk was just open and it had a vest in it. That's better loot than I found in a lot of these lock chests, trunks. Did I say chest before? Ooh, it's a good thing it doesn't let me shoot the rifle in here, because this car would have a bullet hole in it if it did. I don't know if it lets you blind fire the rifle, but I'm assuming it would. Because... God, let me loot it. There we go. Ooh! We could use that. You are correct, my good sir. 3.8. That is amazing. We're actually staying at level temperature right now. Granted, these are like really good conditions, but yeah. So that's nice. That's a good thing to observe right there. Those crows are flying around the dead wolf that we hunted and killed, but you can actually find food that way from stuff you personally didn't kill, by looking up in the sky and hearing crows and seeing them.
Still eat this.
You could find a dead body left behind by some other predator. Most likely a wolf, but it could be a bear. I know bears are native to this area. And it is getting pretty damn close to nighttime, so we are not going to break anything else down. We are just going to try and find loot. We're also going to holster our weapon just in case, because I think I can definitely discharge in a building. Maybe not in a car, but probably in a building. Actually, maybe not, because I don't think there's ever a threat inside a building. But I'm not completely sure about that either. Part of me wants to try to discharge the rifle, but that's our last and only bullet, so it would not be wise. And then we'd have to stick to flares as for protection, but that doesn't eliminate the problem. That only prolongs it or delays it. Because that's what flares are for, and that's why I don't use them for light. Mainly because you can't shut it off, and it's pretty much a waste for light in general. But you can scare off animals as long as you're holding it. It will the animal will never come up and attack you unless you approach it. I think you can get close to it, kinda. You can get fairly close, but as long as you don't like aggress it, you should be good. You can also throw it at the wolf, or I don't think it works on bears. But yeah, you can throw it at the wolf, and then it could run away, but the only time I did that, it did not run away. So I will not take that chance again. But the animal will follow if you are holding the flare in your hand. It will follow closely behind you, or, you know, whichever direction. It will follow you closely just to wait for that to go down. Sometimes you can find some stuff in those mailboxes, but that's the only mailbox I've ever actually seen. But I also don't pay attention very much. Alright. Home sweet home. Let's get started on getting down to business. First of all, we have to put things away before I can start working on anything else. Got a lot of flares. We only need about 2. Flares do last a pretty long time when you use one. So if you're worried about getting caught by a wolf, you have a long time to walk and run away. Also be aware, another pro tip, if you are hiding in a vehicle, it will save you, but you have to sit there for a while, and you cannot wait. You cannot wait, like, in-game. You can't pass time in a car. You can pass time naturally by sitting there and waiting in real life, but you can't, you know, synthetically do it. It's hard to explain, kinda, but I think you get what I mean. So yeah.
Come on.
Okay, that's fun. So yeah, it's not often that you're gonna fail with this type of stove, but it does happen. One time, I think it was the last game that I played before this one, like I was talking about before, I was having really bad luck with starting fires. Alright, let me adjust my microphone again. Here we go. And then we gotta add fuel. We should have, yeah, reclaimed wood. Make it for the 2 hours. Cooking slot. Water. Cooking pot. Cook. Water. Cook. And then we have another cooking pot. Let's actually organize this a bit better. Let's pick up the can. Put down the cooking pot for water. Cook it. And we still haven't gotten anything for that. Do we have meat to cook? Do we have anything else that we need to cook? Oh, we do have the wolf meat. We also have our other meat here, but we will not worry about that right now. We do need a bit more coffee, I think. Let's get some wolf meat out because we do need to eat a bit, I think. Let's put the meat on here first. We need to also drink. There we go. Alright, that did not pass any time. I don't think it actually passes time when you eat or drink. So we have an hour until this is ready, and I think it will definitely burn before this fire will go out. When I leave the when you're boiling water, it will actually evaporate, if you leave it for too long, but that's why it takes about an hour for the snow to melt and also about an hour for the water to boil, which is why I give the stove 2 hours total of fuel. So yeah, that works out perfectly, but cooking anything else usually doesn't work out like that unless you're, not multitasking like this. So I'm not gonna sit here forever like that. I'm definitely gonna have to find something to do. That might be a bit too much time. And also, it is using the wrong box of matches, I have just realized. Oh, no, it's not. What the hell? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's weird. I don't think we have any more curtains down here to do. There's a chair. 1 hour. I'm gonna try it. I really hope I don't burn it. Requires light to break down with tool? How far in did we get? Well, I guess it was kind of perfect because we only got 6 minutes to wait. And it's not even actually 6 minutes in real life. It goes much faster than that. At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's not quite seconds, but, whatever. I think like every 5 seconds is a minute. Every 4, somewhere around there. That's just my guess. Don't quote me on that one. And there we are. Okay, so now we're just going to leave that. And do we have everything for the night? We could use a little more water. I'll just keep that on me. I will take a bit more water, like I said, though. Especially for tomorrow. Cup of herbal tea. Yes, please. Get that resting boost. I actually don't know if the resting boost actually does anything. I haven't noticed any difference. I'm stuck on a wall. There we go. Alright, let's see.
So drained.
Okay, it's okay. We're going to bed. It's fine. I'll keep a tinder plug on me. I try to keep some on me, but sometimes I forget. Alright, I'm gonna need another match, bro. Why'd you put it away? Yeah, I'm not gonna... There we go. See? I would have never even known I was at the top of the staircase. Okay. Going to sleep for another night. We made it another day. Improved rest. We'll see about that. We should be good enough to take the full 12. Let's go for 11, actually, just in case, and then we'll sleep an extra hour if we have to. Alright. 3 days, 1 hour, and 45 minutes. Today, I noticed that I'm running low on rifle cartridges. I think I have a box or 2 of revolver rounds, but no revolver. I could use these flares. They say that these will scare the wolves and keep them from attacking, but I don't think I like the idea of them looming close behind me. I'm on my last shot with my rifle. I'd hate to see what would happen if I ended up missing with it.